Huge shout out to InfinitexLIVE. Day 1. Before starting, I named my world Backyard Cave. And for my character, I choose Max. I don't like cutscenes, so I skipped it all. I sure I will regret it. The game started. I spawned in the suitcase looking box. I want to say I did play the game before, but that was since last year. So it got a lot of changes. With the basic knowledge from before, I immediately went to work at the field station. By analyzing the resource, I would learn the recipes. Then I found energy bars and files I would never read, trust me. I then got the recipe for Spike Club, but won't be crafting that. That's very garbage. Follow up, bandage and roasting pit. At the field station, this device was never been here before. I wonder what it's for. As I was following the game tutorial, I got overwhelmed by mites and I died. On the new run, I began analyzing Pebble, which I got the Pebble Spear and Pebble Hammer recipe. Then by leveling up, I unlocked it more recipes. Next, by turning fiber into rope, I crafted the axe. The game was kind to remind me of threats.
Ladybug coming through.
Alright, I got the starter tools. I went back to do the tutorial. Then I had to abandon the quest once again to craft the torch. I went back with full confidence just to get clapped pretty quick. I retreat once again. Then I grabbed all kinds of stuff to analyze at the field station. I then began heading to the oak tree. I found the perfect spot for my base. Before building, I set the roasting pit down. I think I went ahead of myself. The lab wasn't unlocked yet, and I called that a day. Day 2, I went back to the cave, killed the mites that were causing trouble, bust open some stone, and I found rare stone that needed tier 2 hammer. I couldn't do anything about that, so I went and grabbed thistle needle nearby. Then after chopping the grass that was blocking the laser, I activated the machine. It granted me access to the oak lab by blowing up the sealed door. I then tried to open the mint box to get the mint piece to craft the mint mallet, but it was a big fat fail. Then I found 100 raw science on my way back. Just few science as this world currency. Back at my roasting pit, I set up storage down and sort my stuff out. Then I went and met Burgle. In the lab, more paper, energy bars and bandage were found. And by reviving Burgle and talking to him, all I learned was he wants his chips and he will be very happy. I then scanned myself to let the room know I am his new owner, so all the door will open for me. Day 3, I spent the morning picking plant fibers so I could look fully geared in acorn armors, which gave me major threat, not the best status. Then I placed the bigger storage box down. As I was wandering in the woods for some shits, I got my first actual enemy aside from mites and ants. The mites couldn't time it better, they worked tag team on me, so the larva could slip away. I then reached another field station where I found out by returning Burgle chip it provided me upgrades which could be bought by science. I then went to the red ant hill to fight against red soldier ants and his minions. Soon I got outnumbered, but I worked out a tactic to play with them. After getting my red ant mandible, I GTFO. I then spent the night near the field station. Day 4, I attempted opening the mint box again. Unfortunately, it ended in a failure. I then went and analyzed them. I got more durable building structures recipe. Then I crafted the ant club even though it's tier 2, no hates, but this is very trash. Then I started construction of my base. Yep, right on top of that. Back in the day, spider would somehow show up in front of your base. So above ground is the best bet. With many tries and error, I finally found the spot where my scaffolding would barely be above the wood. With tier 1X, it was only so much I could chop. So I halted my building for now and started moving my storage workbench lean. And thank you for adding relocation for structures. Day 5. I began the day analyzing a yellow substance, which unlocked it Shinobu Sneeze. I then made a marker near my base. At another spot, I set another marker for gnat spawn. I've been searching for them for a very long time. With enough fuzz, I could make the bow. and with the bow, killing nuts were much easier. Then I fought with a bombardier beetle, and as I was celebrating my near victory, I wasn't focusing. I died to dehydration. That was embarrassing. On my second try, I killed the bombardier beetle, which I found a cheesy way to kill it. I'll reveal that later on. Then I went over to the lab and analyzed the parts. And I got a scuffed bombardier, jerky rack, and tier 2 axe recipe. Day 6, I started off the day killing larvae. Then let me introduce you to the cheesy way I said I found. Here, let me show you. Best way to kill creatures at the start were to get onto indestructible plant such as the thistle needle. Remember to bring a lot of arrows, like 60 or more. Then just rain it down. For a spider, you do need to be a bit careful. They do shoot webs to immobilize you. This is the best exploit I found for the game. I really enjoy doing it. Reason I couldn't go head on with them. Just fighting Orb Weaver Jr., I'm struggling. Like very struggling. After analyzing the spider parts, I got silk rope and the full Orb Weaver armor set recipes. Next, I began my cheesy strategy on the ladybug, which it didn't end well. Round 2, it trapped it itself in the field station. Just like that, I took it on with ease. It only took 40 plus arrows. With the ladybug parts, I unlocked another set of armors. I then checked on the armors. For ladybug, I'm missing berry leathers. For Orb Weaver, I'm missing silks. I then ended the day wanting to buy the torch upgrade. Day 7, I began inching my way over to the hedge if I want to craft the ladybug armor. At the hedge, I tried to cheese a spider, but I got cheese instead. I got one option to save myself, was to jump in the water and hope they don't attack me, which it worked. Then I hopped on the feather and began my revenge. Reinforcement arrived. It's not mine though. I killed both, but by the time I got the last one, the other one despawned already. Well, I should glad I'm still alive, so quit the complaint. I then went home with 10 berries, and I got greedy. I went back and got clapped. I'm kinda glad I went back though. I died, yeah, but I harvest a lot more berries. Day 8, I started off by analyzing the berry. In return, I got the berry leather recipe. Before doing anything else, I made the larva blade, then the ladybug faceplate, and the rest in ant armor. I'll be rocking a combo at the moment. I'm just short on the resource for the ladybug or spider armor. Day 9, I started off strong. I almost got one shot. Then I went around my base, busting sap and acorn. I then found a stuck firefly. I took advantage of it. After killing it, I went to bed. Day 10, I started off the morning protesting bullying. Hey yo, no picking on small people, bro. Then I went and finally upgraded my torch. And since I was at the field station, I analyzed the firefly part from last night and the grub hide. Then I continued making my way over to the red anthill. At the anthill, I made sure I only trigger one soldier ant at a time. This was very easy since I got the bow. As the soldier ant was away from the rest, it didn't stand a chance against me. Then I stopped after my health was no longer in good shape. Alright, that's enough for today. I almost died. Time to go. On my way back, I got in a very bad situation. Anything that touched me, I'm pretty much a goner now. I made it back safely and began making the spinning wheel, which allowed me to make crude rope and silk on a lesser cost. Let's just wait then. All I need to do is wait. W to take all. W cannot take all unless I need to finish everything. I needed stingbug parts for the insect hammer, and there was one right next to my base. Lucky me. I began scouting a good spot for it, but it glitched itself into the root. After killing it, as I was going for my trophy, someone didn't look happy. Yo, I didn't do you anything, brother. Holy shit. Well, it was nowhere to be found. I could confirm I didn't loot it. Then I got jumped by mites and died. As I got the silk, I made a tier 2 X, aka Insect X. Then I wore my new spider knee pads and went to the field station for some new recipes. spider fang. That is the wolf spider. Pretty sure that is the wolf spider. Pretty sure that's a wolf spider as well. Day 11, I found the flower petals to craft the ladybug chest plate. Then I made an armor dummy to display my wonderful ant armor set. For today, I plan to go to the hedge for my berries and feathers, and kept an eye out for sting bugs. As I was going to the hedge, I got distracted. That's an armor spider, I thought it was a wolf spider, damn it. We'll come back for you later on. Let's just make sure save here. At the bird bath, first thing, I set myself respawn point. Unfortunately, the feather had despawned, so I just farmed the berries. On my way back, I got clay as well. I totally forgot about the feather. I then got super lucky while searching for sting bug. More to that, it dropped 5 feather pieces instead of 1. I reached the location, but it wasn't as before, it changed. What the hell is that? It wasn't like this before, you could just walk over there. As I was trying to get a better view, I got surprised. Holy shit, dog, what's wrong with you, G? No, please. Last time playing raft, I met kamikaze fish. This time the whole kamikaze family is here. It was very terrifying. Exploding shit, dog. As I got distracted, I got the 100 raw science. Don't know what that gave me, but I'm blessed. In a very truly search, I found it. Now I need a higher ground. Nah. I ain't ready for that yet. I think the bug was out of range to trigger. It would just sat there and took my shots. My job for today was done. I got the sting bug parts. Then it took a 180 in less than 4 seconds. I died. The worst part was getting back to the backpack. Forget about me, G. Just forget about me. I running. I lagging. I working my ass on my 360. Oh, I lagging to the right, lagging to the left. Forget about me, buddy. Me going right, going left, going south. I made it to my loot and GTFO ASAP. I don't see nothing. Nothing see me, I see nothing. Here were some of the useful recipes I got today. Rat bomb, marksman cap, crossbow, and feather arrow. Day 12, I got troll before the sun even rised. It needed 6 feather for the crossbow, I got 5. Then I went back to the bird bath. Oh, there's one. Lucky bastard, I found you. It gave me just 1 piece. Just a normal day of grounded player carrying 70 plus arrows in the early game. Well, the amount did serve the purpose. How does a game participate in this hype? Like the thing don't even know what to do. I'm this high up. What do you expect him to do? He can't do anything. All I gotta do is watch me kill him. At the base, I equipped my new crafted crossbow. Then I changed to my ant set for more haul. And I began chopping huskweed with the new axe. To stop resource from despawning, I made a stem pallet and plant pallet. Day 13, I continue where I left off. The next section will store all my weapons and armors. I stopped when all the resource ran out. Being too lazy, I stopped chopping grass and went to the hedge instead, where I found out I could Pokédex all the creatures. Enough of distraction, I went back to farming berries. Bye, nice feather. I will just give you 1. The game didn't like my complaint. Why is that even here? Then I told myself, please no spider, I collecting this, I'm going away. Well, soon I got it, I marked my words and left. Then the day ended by me getting the grass mutation. Day 14, at the morning I crafted the insect hammer, which it was used to open the mint box. Then by busting mint, which in theory it would give us the mint mallet once analyzed. Mint mallet, yes. They remodel it. Isn't it supposed to be the mint mallet? That was how my entire plan failed. I then went to the cave before to bust open these different stones. Basically purple shards for armor upgrades and brown shards are for weapon upgrades. I was really hoping for the mint mallet. Then I finished off the plank pallet and went on chopping grass again. Day 15, ants took my food and left. Of course, I couldn't let that slide, so I sent them off with the club. Early morning, man's come to cause trouble. I went to the hedge to get berries and the lab quest. First, I set the respawn point. Then I dug deep in my memories for guidance. Last time I played, I think it's from this part. You need to yep, go up here, and then there should be a something right there. Yes. While up there, I also shot down berries to harvest, and it didn't end well going for the raw science. Danger, 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 danger. 100 though. Worth it? I don't think so. Finally, by going from spot to spot, I found the lab, which got scab, some documents, and loot. I found another lab, which got anger issue robot. That guy is dangerous. Then I activate this machine, which in all the fuel station, you can use a computer to search for materials. I then found the main lab, which I need to find the terminal password, alright, which was very hard with my current setup. The dedication to finding the password was so high. When I found out my problem, drinking or dying in 37 seconds, I didn't realize that. It was too late. Day 16, I followed a similar pattern. After escaping death, I finally got my backpack. Day 17, it took me so long to find all the password pieces. Majority of my armor were broken. And by accident, I found a mega milk molar, which I used to buy upgrade for my character. And with all the password, I got access granted. Then I decided to go home. Fun thing, how do I get on without dying? Okay, this seems fun. Day 18, soon I got home. I put the spinning wheel to work. Then I made the water canteen. Follow up, I made the dew collector which collect water drop over time. I then repaired my set of armor. With my armor repaired, I took on a sting bug. But the sting gas it produced was a bit too much for me, so I called it off. I decided to make some mask, but the parts I got before, I don't even know what I use it for. It's no longer there. Stingbug parts? You telling me all the stingbug parts just gone? Mainly, I went to the hedge was to get the super burgle chip, which I didn't collect. At the lab, I also found the use of molar. Put it simply, milk molar is for health, stamina, food, etc. upgrades. Mega milk molar is for inventory stacks upgrade. I then spotted another exploit for wolf spider. I went home and grabbed more arrows, and went back to the spot and started cheesing it. With it dead, I got some materials for the tier 2 dagger. Then I did the same with the ladybug. Ladybug must have been very depressed. It ended its life in front of me. Then I found out about mutation. These are just perks that give me buffs. Day 19, I made the weevil shield. Then I went to the hedge and put the shield to good use. Sand club taking too long to swing. I then got super burgle chip and I went to bed. Day 20, I used a machine to search for Feather's location. Scan the last time, where did we get that? So the leaf, they get one, and this area get one. Load my inventory with berries, follow up with a lucky feather find. But damn, larva had to interrupt me. Chill, I already having a rough day, my guy. Which they overwhelmed me very quick. But thanks to the AI, I made it out with minor bruises. Back at base, I made the marksman cap and retired the ladybug helmet. Since a bow I will be using a lot. Then I gave Burgle the super chip. I went for the wolf spider. I encountered minor problem. Orb Weaver Jr. could get up to me, but if I take precaution, I am good. The game never ceased to amaze me. That was scary. Yo, don't do that again. Don't do that again, you hear me? Don't do that again. That was the most scariest shit I ever witnessed. Don't do that again, you hear me? With the last venom, I had to make the decision. I picked the bow instead. Let's just keep this arrow somewhere safe at the moment. I'm ready to use it now yet. Day 21, I got myself in all of this mess. It was just one feather. I went back to the only place I knew I could cheese the sting bug without dying. The spot wasn't good enough, so I had to find another one. Eventually, it did somehow got itself stuck on the leaf. Then me and the bug did a game called Catch Me If You Can. Same time, I tested out how effective they were against their weak element. Even though it showed great advantage, this do a lot more damage than expected. Adios. I would only make them if I really struggled to kill them, which in my case, 98% of the time I could cheese them. One more reason was resource farming. Alright, so once you shoot the mint out, you can get in the bag. Alright then, guess I'm not shooting any mint arrow these days. I made the gas mask to prepare to go to the haze. Day 22, I made another section for storing foods and waters. It will be expanded out in the future. With the day spent building, I got piece of the puzzle semi-finished. Yeah, I had no direction on how to build my base, just went with the flow. Rest of the day was spent rearranging storage. Day 23, I began adding armors on the dummy for quick swap and for display. Then I upgrade the club, the crossbow at the smithing station. Day 24, I check my arrows amount, and to sum it up, at least 70. Passing by, I took the free loot, and at the pothole, I dug as much clay as I could hold. With the clay, I began filling the weapon wall mounts. So sum up of day 25, weed stem dung, mow some grasses, place more blueprint. Day 26, I started off building the spike to prevent Orb Weaver Jr. attacking me again. Once the trap was finished, my mission to kill the wolf spider went very smooth. After looting it, I made the spider fang dagger. Then I went back to mess with the smoothie station, which I made unknown smoothie, basically meds with no buff. Day 27, in the morning, to my surprise, soldier ants show up on my turf. I made quick work of them. Like the old saying, an eye for an eye, I switched to the ant armors and went to the red ant hill. If you don't know, wearing the full red ant armor set, the red ant will ignore you. In the nest, I found quartzite, milk molar, marble, the rotten bee armor set, burgle chip, and last, and eggs to make brat bombs.
Got it, leg it, my friend. You saw nothing.
At the workbench, I crafted the brat bombs, and with the quartzite, I got the crossbow to level 5. I stopped at level 5. It needed mighty glove to continue, which needed sturdy quartzite, glove recipe, and furnace to continue. Then in another mini anthill, I found the scabby.
I will take that. Ants, you want to give me a boost? Hey, give me a boost, buddy. Give me a boost. Ants, give me a boost. Hey, yo, soldier ants, give me a boost. Let me go up there, buddy. There's a molar somewhere up there. Damn, bro. There's gotta be a next way in, man.
Day 28. I got the gas mask equipped, ready for the haze, mainly for feathers. But when I do reached, infected larvae were more dangerous than I thought. The prize was in front of my eyes. All I needed to do was clear it.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, with back and forward, I still couldn't clear the ditch, so I called it today. Day 29, I went back to the haze and found another ditch where I could cheese the infected larva on Mike. In the haze was no joke, kamikaze just waiting for you. I ended the day sleeping next to the field station. Day 30, I killed the grub for the materials which serve as smoothie cup. While hunting grub, I found that there was a milk molar right under the can.
You tell me there's something on there all the time? Bro, what? I didn't notice.
I started hunting mosquito for crafting the better healable. The dagger poison effect came in handy for the kill.
Oh, die from poison, thank you.
Then I learned the attack patterns.
Hey, come on, mate. I know your drill, buddy. Come on. Wait in, come stab me. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't learn the attack pattern for a duo though. The shield couldn't manage 2 at the same time. I got overwhelmed. I found out there was a lot of aphids nearby. So I made the lean and the roasting pit. If you don't know, eating food works just like smoothies. And it's easy to get. Bandage heals over time, but food is instant heals. So I began using foods as the main heal with some unknown smoothie as backup. In a scenario like this, if I was using bandage, I would be dead. I then ended the day by going to the field station to analyze all the bee parts. Day 31, I went to the hedge to test my newly made mosquito needle. The speed was okay, but the damage was not my type. Eventually, it became night. I still didn't clear the area to reach the bird bath. Day 32. Since I couldn't clear it, I began trying my best to get over there to the bird bath, but was no luck. This looked way harder than it should. There's a link in the description if you're curious, but with a lot of failing, I told myself I'll do it the hard way. I began building up instead. Day 33. With 2 days of work and just 1 piece left, you can hear the joy in my voice. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. I love how when it was time to actually demonstrate, It always never went smooth.
2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7. You see I mess up.
After it was complete, I went to the bird bath and shot down as much berry as possible. But I got interrupted by mosquito and I wasn't on the winning side, so I did the only best option, abandon site.
The reason I jumped down though. I said the reason I jumped down is because I don't want to die up there. It'd be a hard damn time to collect back my stuff.
Got to give me credit, I finished the sentence. I went back to the bird bath and got my mega milk molar and went to bed. Day 34, I went and harvested all the berries I shot down yesterday and went home. To my surprise, there was a guest.
Hey there,
I
bud.
then kindly asked it out, which it did. See, we needed both ends to work to get less casualty. Then I upgraded my max resource stack. I then went to explore a new area which was totally new to me. Then I added respawn point every now and then. I then fought a black ant, which was tough to kill, the HP bar barely moving.
What the hell, mate?
Thanks to my crossbow, I got him. I was hunting ants all day, then I found out sticky roly-poly. I wasn't going to cause any trouble, but there was the immortal plant nearby, so I had to cheese it. To my surprise, the best way I found myself enjoying the game was to cheese all the strong animals or insects. I shouldn't be doing that, that should be illegal. I then slept in one of my many waypoints. Day 35, I went to the nearest field station to analyze the roly-poly part. It gave me level 3 armor, then the black ants parts, which gave me the tier 2 shovel and shield, and the ant armor set except the chest piece. Upon checking the roly-poly armor, there's no way soon I'm making that tier 3.
Lint rope. What the hell is that?
Before going back out, I upgraded my marksman cap, and with all the black ant part I got, I made a black ant shield, which should tank more than the weevil shield. I checked my inventory one last time before leaving. I also made sure I got the right mutation active. With everything checked, I made my way over.
Why is that thing even triggered on me? Soldier ants, watch out. Bro, like chill.
I went searching for anthill for black soldier ant. I found the anthill and there it was, the soldier ant waiting for me. The best option I got was to lure it out so I don't get overwhelmed, which it came true, I did get overwhelmed.
What are you telling me, dog? Nope, I'm dead, I'm a dead man.
The game was on my side, I found the no ant zone.
Don't know what I did, but I found a safe spot.
On the spot, they were no match for me. I then grabbed the milk molar and went to bed. Day 36. In the morning, soldier ant got in my way. I wouldn't say no to some more black ant parts. Once again, ranged weapon is god tier. I then made it back at night to analyze the gungu, which unlocks the tier 3x. For the black ant mandible, I got another god tier weapon, the black ant sword. And of course, the chest plate. Then I went to bed, but I couldn't because it was too early. Day 37. Back at the base, I retired the dagger. Then I finished off the blueprint I left untouched for days. I then made the tier 2 shovel, which could use to dig treasure. After making the first one, the second one needed bee's fuzz. So I went out hunting once again. Fun fact, I didn't find any bee at the spot I knew. So I went to the hedge for berries. And by the time I finished shooting down all the berries, it was already late. So I went to bed, that's my job for tomorrow. Day 38, I began working on the berries. I then made it back at the workbench. On day 38, another god tier weapon was born, the black ant sword. I also made sure to upgrade it to level 5 for the best damage. Then I went out chasing bees. The sword and shield combo was so good, I then stuck around for bees.
It's not moving fast like the blade, but acceptable.
With the few fuzz I got, I made the leg plate. Then I went to the shovel to access the sandbox. But before that, I needed to blow up some rock, which I did and didn't. You know how angry I got? I wish I never saw that.
I dumb. I was pretty dumb. How dumb? Very dumb. I wish I could just delete that part.
Day 39, I dragged my dumb bass back. On my way, I found milk molar sitting there, which would be my upper yard path later on. Another milk molar was found. Then I went head on with Orb Weaver and Orb Weaver Jr.
Bring it on, buddy. Me, you, your buddy, your uncle, your father, your mother, your auntie, your granddaughter.
Going head on with them was no fear now. I could handle them with ease. Mainly because for this the third one must be my lucky day. After swapping my armor, I took some time spending my milk molar. Then I came across this at the anthill.
Clap him. Yeah, buddy, clap him. Yeah, boy, I waiting for see the show.
Since the whole nest got distracted, I went in searching for eggs.
Oh, egg here. Bro, like, yeah, I'm gonna eat all the egg or what?
After grabbing the eggs, I went out to check who won. I couldn't tell, but the ants took a beating. As soon as I reached home, I crafted the bomb. I don't want the egg to hatch in my base. Day 40, I went back to the shovel and this time I made sure I bombed the right part.
Holy shit.
With the shovel falling, it made a path to the table or picnic table. And look what I found. That's a good start. At the top of the table, I got myself in a maze, which got some gum and raw science. It also got a fuel station up here. I built a lane nearby just in case, and by fixing the zip line, down the sandbox I go. The antlion first impression got me deep.
What the frick, dog? Man, scared the shit out to me.
I wanted to save here, but the game wouldn't allow that. Without a choice, I bit the bullet and went for it. It was dangerous, but I made it out alive. It's gotten too dark to fight, so I ended the day. Day 41, I analyzed the parts I got yesterday. It gave me tier 3 armor, which gave
Sizzle protection. Oh, that protected from the cold from over the next side. Okay, gotcha.
I always choose in the insect, so one that are stuck like this, after killed and harvest, it will open the path, which got different useful resource in them. I think around 5 or 6 of these nests around the sandbox. Yesterday, I came when the sun was down, so without any antlion armor, I got to hide behind shadows if I don't want to get cooked. I also found a fuel station in the sandbox. I then got my morning welcoming.
Son of a douchebag. Got some help, man.
Since I am here, I went and analyzed the antlion pincer, and I got the antlion great sword. I then kept killing antlion for pincer. During my killing spree, I found the best way for killing nest antlion was to use a crossbow. It will take longer to take down, but once you dodge the income ants, you're okay. Pretty safe option. Then I went home when I ran dry and healable, food and water. Day 42, I went to kill mosquito. Then I built a trap for weevil, so I don't need to hunt for food again. To fuel it, it just needed mushroom, which worked as a bait. Then I made a jerky rack. I then found some unfinished work of my trap. After that, I swapped to my full antlion set for sizzle protection. Day 43, I went to the sandbox and started clearing the antlion nest. I am not an expert in coding, but someone was slacking on the coding for antlion. In the first nest, I found mega milk molar and stone that needed tier 3 hammer. Then I kept on slaughtering antlion. At night, I found rusty roly-poly breastplate. Off the sandbox, home I went. Day 44, I checked the trap and I could fully confirm it worked. Once I saw it was functioning, I expanded it so more could be trapped. It showed great success, and at last, I checked the great sword recipe. I still needed 2 more antlion pincer. Day 45. After taking a look at the trap, I went to the sandbox again. At the sandbox, I got help from Black Ant.
Yeah, buddy, distracted, man. Great teamwork. Make the dream work. Nice.
I slaughtered so much antlions. I got the attack pattern of the antlion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6.
While exploring, I found a mega milk molar in one of the plant pot at the sandbox. Day 46. I went back home after I ran out of food and water. I then spent the night adding weapon wall mounts and dummy for storages. And last, with days of hunting, I made the antlion great sword. Day 47. I went to my lovely weevil farm and filled up on foods. Then I went to a broken pipe where I found a key from some sort of. I then remember at the top of the table in the maze there was a treasure chest. I tried my luck on it. In the maze there was a treasure chest. I tried my luck on it. Bingo! Inside it got scab, burgle chip, mega milk molar, and both types of shards. Since there were bees around, I went to test out the great sword.
Yo, boy. Come at me, brother.
I don't know what happened. I couldn't time it. I missed all my attacks. Well, it's way better off using the ant sword. I then went looking for treasures at the sandbox. Surprise, surprise. I found another key. Thank you, dig icon. Without you, I would never found it. Then I continued building my staircase to the castle top. I couldn't finish it last time due to starvation and dehydration. All that work for one milk molar. Then as I was going to leave, I found the use of the key. In this chest, I got one milk molar and another god tier weapon, Salt Morningstar. My stairs look like a drill bit wave.
See my building? That's my ladder. That's my bridge. That's the ladder.
With majority of the area explored, my business at the sandbox was finished. I was leaving, then I saw Roly Poly. As I killed it, I dropped down to harvest it. I found another milk molar. Well, 2 birds with 1 stone. Then I worked through the night since I got no nearby beds to sleep. Day 48. Soon I got home, I paid a visit to the lovely wolf spider. Perfect timing. I tried the great sword. It wasn't too bad. It's okay, but I would prefer a weapon that do stun. For now, the ant sword serves the same.
Oh, spider?
He's kinda out of my lead. I then gave Virgil the chip I found. Then, upon checking the Salt Morningstar recipe, it needed salt gloves, which I was nowhere near getting it. The god weapon will hold tight for now. Then, look what I found. The mint mace recipe. That's the mint mallet recipe I tried to get before. I then spent the night on the machine for milk molar. Day 49. This happened.
Okay guys, I guess you missed out a lot. Guess what happened? Your boy stopped the gas leak by putting a gum up the tank. Hey yo, suicidal kamikaze boy. Hey yo, chill kamikaze.
With my last word,
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die as soon as I go down there.
I blew the lab door and calmed my heart rate, and I went in. As I got in the lab, it looked way too chill for the haze lab. Oh, look what I found. A whole squad of kamikaze waiting for me. But it wasn't a problem if I took my time. I then reached the last room, where it almost went very bad.
Bro, what?
As you heard, I tried to escape, but the door locked once I went in.
Please don't get inside. I'm dead. I'm a dead man. Dead man is me.
Luck was really shining on me that day. At the very last moment, as it was about to come in, I got him.
Bro, the door was locked before, dog. They won't even let me go out.
This lab built different. Check how many monitors it got. And at the table, it was a super burgle chip. My job for today was done. Day 50. By sealing the gas leak before, it offered me free loot. Better vision, for example, like that.
Oh, there's a molar down there as well?
And the need to wear gas mask. Then I went to the oak lab and gave Virgil the super chip. I then spent the night digging clay. Day 51 is straightforward. I spent the whole day remodeling and building. Day 52, I started off fixing the weapon wall mounts. Then I began moving the dummy on the second floor I built yesterday. Then the day was almost spent on farming, as you could see. I then began replacing grass walls with stem walls. Day 53, I went to the coal spill where I found ladybird larva. It wasn't too hard to kill with the crossbow once I dodged its attack, but when it do hit, it's dealing a lot of damage. Anyway, I cleared the area and went for coals. Then I went to kill Roly Poly, where I noticed there were 2 types of Roly Poly. After the Roly Poly was killed, I went to bed. Day 54, I went and got a better view of the cold area. And remembered I said I cleared the area? I take that back. Look what I found. 2 wolf spider. I didn't spend too much time around the coal before I went under the table to build a stairs to reach the gum. Day 55. The stairs was near complete and it was almost perfect. Then I went up to the table and I found a milk molar. How could I miss it before? Soon after, I stumbled across this gum. To my surprise, It hid a mega milk molar in it. Then I went home, and look what ceilings a gas leak let out. A very terrifying infected wolf spider. Check the health bar. Check the AoE distance. It got me from all the way up here. Even though I knew I was screwed,
I think we all know who's the champion for today.
I tried to retreat, and look how terrifying it looked when it jumped.
Oh my god, that's the enemy.
Now, I just needed to run halfway across the map. Day 56. The weevil farm started to attract unwanted insects. The ant will eventually destroy the trap over time. I went on expanding my base, and to end the day off, I found the best way to enter my base. Day 57, I began repairing my weevil farm. It became my daily morning routine. Then I began my elevator construction. Next, I began setting up trophies. I then made the stinger spear, with the rest of the day spent building the elevator. Day 58, I still building the elevator. After I don't know how many attempts, I took a break. The elevator was not working as I expected it to work. Day 59 to 61. I began my journey before sunrise, so when I reached, it will still be early. After I took out the antlion, I went in the black ant hill. This time I made sure I collect all the shards. And right here is the entrance. In the lab, it got the usual: paper, robot, and chest loot. The lab was a maze. To open one lab door, you must first operate the machine, which most time I got lost finding the machine. Oh yeah, I am very sorry about the stuttering. It was a in-game bug. Back on the main page, in the black ant hill, I got at least 2 mega milk molar, 2 milk molar. And at last, with one click, the shutter door opened. Soon I pressed the button. The boss fight has started. In my first attempt against the assistant manager, I did very well. I got it below half health. But with the laser, robot, and especially the taser pole, I freaked out and I lost. Then a lot of time was lost of me trying to fix the stuttering in game. Day 62. I had to retreat when I ran out of meds. Plus my armors were on the brim of breaking. After I reached home, at in-game time, I even thought the stuttering was caused by the trampoline.
I don't understand why. It gotta be you problem, no. I deleting you, I don't care if it's you problem or mistake. I don't want you anymore.
I began repairing the armor when I got rid of the trampoline. Day 63. I made as much salt arrow as possible because the assistant manager is weak to salt. As I was going to leave, payback time came, and with my base above ground, it had to leave. It couldn't do anything. Playing the game during the stuttering bug, it was so frustrating.
I still want progress in the game, you know.
At night, I filled my inventory with heals and arrows. Day 64. I went back to the black ant hill, and once again, I needed to clear all the soldier ants. Once that finished, I went on the boss fight, and with the salt arrows, it dealt a lot of damage. I wished I did that earlier. The reason I said I wished, let me give you an update. This is the 5th try.
Adios, amigos. I beat him. Salt arrow worked great, man. I finally beat him.
By defeating the assistant manager, I got the key card, and one of the super burgle chip was obtained. Day 65. I went to the sandbox, and with the manager key card, I got the door unlocked, and there it was the second burgle chip. Then I went home to offload all my loots. Day 66. I went to Burgle. Burgle sure eating good tonight with 2 chips. Then finally I got the glob recipes, along with the recipes to make brittle whetstone and brittle plating. I also bought the pebble turret. Then I went hunting for gungu, which I got surprised by wolf spider. Things went chaos, but I got more surprised I made it out alive. Day 67. I began making the saw gloves. The weapon only needed 2 saw gloves. So now let's wait patiently. I was only kidding. I started building a trap for aphid. This is only the beta trap for test out purpose. Then I made a glue maker. And at night, I finally got a Salt Morning Star. I then made sure to upgrade it to level 5. So glad the game is no longer lagging, you see? Day 68. I monitor my trap. Why wouldn't you go inside? Since it wasn't working, I remodeled it. After the remodel, it worked right in front of my eyes. Then I spent the whole day building the elevator. Day 6 to 9, I filled up on heels. And as for today's goal, was to explore the upper yard. In the upper yard, I found ladybirds and dust mites. Then I went in the trench and I started clearing it. As expected, the star was very good. I loved it. It was even better since it was a single-handed weapon. I then found pupa that needed tier 3 axe and sturdy quartzite. Then I went to bed when it got dark. Day 70. Early morning, I found a mega milk molar. But I won't be going for it now. I kept on exploring. As I was exploring, I picked a fight against the ox beetle. And upon checking the ox beetle, I saw it was weak to salt, which was perfect. I got the Salt Morning Star, but I don't think I will be fighting it fair and square. I prefer cheesing it, like come on, look at the health. It even got its own background music. What do you expect me to do? Avoid going head on with it. After harvest, I got the black ox parts. Then I went to the termite nest, where I found the field lab, and in the lab I analyzed the ox part, which I got the ox set and tier 3 bow recipe. Oh, I almost forgot about the dust mite fur, which I got a hat recipe. But I don't think anytime soon I'll be crafting any things dealing with the ox beetle. After that, I went on killing termites. To be honest, I thought this was harder. Even the termite soldier was easy. After the termite hunt, I went back for the milk molar earlier. Perfect, the trench connected back to the way down. Soon I got out the trench. I met this insect, where I named it One Chance. After I lost my one chance, I took advantage of the parting of the ox beetle. Ah, you can't get me. Bad luck for you, mate. Adios, last feather arrow as well. Perfect timing. Day 7 to 1. I decided to build a stair up, so I don't need to wear the antlion set for sizzle protection in the cold. I was surprised the stairs was so close to perfect. With my happy stairs result, I went home. On my way, let me introduce you to the Weevil Trap 2.0, which I left abandoned later on due to the constant repair work needed. And for the aphid trap, it worked, but this one needed constant plant slurry resupply. With both traps hard to manage, I went to bed. Day 72. I continued the elevator building because I wanted it working ASAP. Just note, it took way longer than it should. The elevator was pretty straightforward. Then I went and crafted the termite axe. With the axe, Cotton Leaf only took 2 hits with the help of Phase 2 Grassmaster. Day 73, I spent the whole day building. Day 74, I went over to the log pile to collect wood splinter. Splint arrow, a sharp and deadly arrow craft from wooden splinter. Can I make it? Damn it, I can't make it. Day 75, I found pupa hanging under the deck, but before I collect them, Ladybird beats me to it. I got the pupa after I was more careful of my surrounding. Then I found sturdy marble. Next, I went to the table to harvest more wood splinters. It got at least 5 spots for wood splinters, but some were protected by bees. After I cleared the bees, I went to harvest the splinters. I even got 500 raw science as bonus in the can. Then I went off the table and home I went. While going home, I got a mega milk molar. Day 79, I went on building the elevator once again. It became a cycle work. One day stop, one day continue. Day 77, I learned that by hanging pupa, it would make pupa leather. Then I finally decided to build the roof. Don't ask me how I got this. This probably the worst looking roof. Hold on, I just want some help. You don't know how hard it is. I end off the day adding some lights in the weapon room. Day 78, I set the zipline blueprint and left to craft the ox hammer. Then I went on ox beetle hunting. Day 79, I went for ladybird because I'm curious. Do they give the same materials as ladybug? Well, I don't know about the material yet, but I could confirm they got better pattern.
Holy shit.
It gave me ladybird shells, which was something new. After all the ladybirds were dead, I harvested all the pupa. Never mind, I said all were dead.
Damn it.
I went up the fallen bicycle where I found black ants and mites. First, I was using the crossbow, but the reload time was too long. I started to get overwhelmed. Then I found out the termite axe worked great against the mites.
Hello, someone just help me.
After I cleared a path, piece by piece, I chopped them up. After that, I went to the field station and analyzed the lint, which obvious, it gave me lint root recipe, and the ladybird shell gave me ladybird shield. I was surprised it even got a tier 3 shield.
Wait. You telling me they got stronger shield on the black ants?
As I was going home, I found one chance stock, which I finally got him. Lucky me, I guess. Day 80. I set the zip line down for future connection at the coal. Then another one at the fallen shovel. I then went home to store all my stuffs. Also today, another god tier weapon was born. Day 81. I finished off the trophy mounts.
Hey, ants buddy.
The mint maze claps the ant with 2 hits. After the test, I went and got termite armor and better looking floor foundation and roof. Then I went and clashed with orb weaver spider.
Damn. Even though it's not specialized in this, it's still damn strong.
Day 82. I wanted to connect the zip line. Unfortunately, it was blocked by grass probably. Day 83, I used a mixed armors, including roly-poly and ox armors, since I'm short on some of the ox head parts. Then, I went to the hedge and 3-hit a mosquito. This was so annoying before, but now it's normal, buddy. Then, throughout the day, I went and relocated my anchor point and I did some more boring harvesting. Day 84, I started off the day very intense. I don't think I will need morning coffee.
Run. Forget about me, dog. Yeah. Ooh. Oh shit.
After I avoided the ox, I found another milk molar. Then I found
Fluffy dandelion.
Day 85, I went and spent my milk molar. Then I made the mite hat, which I should have done that earlier. It could haul 12 in combo with my Onset. That was triple the power of Onset. I then went home and put the spinning wheel to work. And I continued my roof building. Day 86, I made the new shield and the new crossbow. I wish. After that wish, I made a sign for the stairs, since most time I forgot there was a stairs there. And today I found out I was so dumb before I could have hung berries to get berry letters instead of crafting them.
Oing. Perfect. I love to see it.
I cooked all of my heals. Yep, you heard me right. I cooked. Then the moment of truth. Will it work?
Let's go. Not the fastest, but better than me walking.
At the upper yard, my plan.
Let's head this way, explore this part. We reached somewhere around here. We know around here already, but this big whole area, no. I haven't even touched about it.
In the upper yard, let me introduce you to the fireworker and
fire ant parts. Wow, that's something new.
Then with the amount of threat I saw, I decided,
alright, I'm going home and take a sleep before coming over here.
Day 88, I kept pushing further in the upper yard.
Anything inside? Nothing inside, alright. There's an old tire here. What's in there? Stays in there. I'm not going in there. You want to see I drunk or what, boy? Let's build myself one of these safe point here.
With the fire ant parts, I got fire ant set and
fire ant shield.
I saw the skill on the ant set. I was so confused.
Corrosion. So things here getting rust and breaking up easy? What is corrosion for now?
Look what I found.
What's that? Oh, that's the rust I need.
With the rust, I could make rust spear, and that's also the material for the tier 3 crossbow as well. Everything in the upper yard were so confusing to me.
Grass seed? Are you kidding me? What is grass seed now, boy?
I decided to build a stair for my way back to the fallen log for shortcut. Once the stair finished, I found sour candy. Day 89, I ran out of food, so I turned my eyes on the hot dog, where I found a thing, where by equipping it, I will never starve again. I then went busting pine cones. Oh boy, let me say, it wasn't a good experience. Just by hearing the special music, it frightened me.
I am Superman.
I don't think after that hit, I am still Superman. Then all of a sudden, the game said no rest for you. You need to work. Things just kept triggering on me. Day 90, I grabbed as much resource as I could while going home. For my route, I took the pawn path where I found the fuel station and whatever this was.
Makuhui.
I'm sorry, I couldn't pronounce that. Day 91, I decided to add a section for museum. To give you a view on my base, that empty room is a museum. And if you go in and went up the stairs, that will be my bedroom. And on the next side is the armor and trophy room. And the bottom is the weapon room. Lastly, the front is the working station. That should wrap up my base build. Day 92. I took the zip line to the upper yard and I went straight to the deck for lint on the mat. Then I found more lint on the glove. I kid you not, I've been here like 4 times and I never saw that. Day 93 to 94. With all the materials, I made a black ox crossbow. And I went to the hedge to collect as much web as I could. With the mint mace, spiders was no longer a threat. When I ran out of spider, I went for the kids. Day 95, I took the time to decorate my room.
Alright guys, our mother place. There's the bed, the couch, a table, and a place for drawing. And I went ahead to farm a lot of web.
I also took the ox set over the roly-poly set. Then I began adding stuffed insects to the museum. I stopped when I ran dry on materials. Then I went to the haze where I found a mega milk molar. Day 96, I started off looking for supreme marble or quartzite, so I began clearing the trench. Before, this was hard. Now it is a walk in a park. Since all the gas cleared, I got better vision. After the trench cleared, I found a mega milk molar. Next, I went on farming bee fuzz and stingers. Day 97, I went and made. Day 97, when I made it home, I upgraded my full ox set to level 5. And I also upgraded the ox bow to level 6. Day 98, I upgraded the mint mace to level 6, which the damage bar almost filled.
1 bar shot.
I then spent the whole day building the museum. Like really, look at these unfinished blueprint. At night the museum finished, but not the stuffed insects. Day 99, oh boy, 2 more days to go. I went head on head with the wolf spider, but with the wrong armor set on, I got sent to heaven pretty quick. Second time with the right armor set, I went again.
Ah buddy, use a corner buddy. Damn, the armor actually made a lot more difference.
Then I went hunting spider. Day 100, I went hunting bees, but I went a bit overconfident. The bees found out, they overwhelmed me, and adios I went. With all the parts, I finished off the stuffed bee, and that was day 100 baby. I wrapped the night up by having a good night couch rest. Ladies and gents, thank you for watching. Comment for day 200. Bye bye.